Got me posting for the raspberry bed. They're a bit high, I'm going to cut them down, but they're in the ground now, attached to the to my trough, or my raised bed I should say. But at the bottom of that raised bed I have got really thick cardboard, and on top of it there's loads of cow manure. So over the winter I'll let that rot in, and then I'll start filling in a couple of months time, get me some raspberry canes and get them in. This is a wormery I made last year, and I've noticed there's quite a bit at the bottom now, so I'm going to drain stuff off, put it in a bottle so there's not too much in there, and drown the worms. So let's see what we get out of it. Nothing. That's because it's obviously blocked. Valve's not working underneath where I can just drain it off, so I'm going to just try and put my hand in, fill this bottle from here. This is what's come off the worms. Oh, look at that. That looks good stuff, that to me. Right, so I'll put the top on that and I'll label it up. This bed here is going to be for my runner beans. I've made out of pallet wood. I'm going to put cardboard on the base as I normally do, a load of cow manure in, and then compost in on top of that. And I'll use it for my runner beans, but I'll also plant other things in there as well, possibly a few onions and a few beetroots hopefully. It's Sunday the 15th and it's a horrible, misty, rainy day. Yeah, but it's funny, innit? I've just got on with what I wanted to do. I've just done this other bed which I've just showed you on the last clip, but I've decided to join these beds up because of my gooseberry bushes. They didn't do well last year, and I think the reason being is because the ground there becomes waterlogged, like I said before. So what I'm going to do in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to get under them and raise them up and fill in around them, so the roots aren't just in waterlogged ground all the time. They seem to be alright, they seem to have survived, so keep your fingers crossed till I get some fruit this year. Me and Nathan have we've painted that. It's not brilliant, but we can touch it up at a later date. But I wanted to get that done there so the clematis can climb over it, and I didn't want to do it when it was in full bloom, so I thought let's do it early now and hopefully it'll survive it and carry on. So I'm looking forward to that looking a lot better this year. Just stopped here in a place called Morphett on the way back from Canusty in Scotland. We've had a cracking order, a cracking time, but I went into here, this little place here at Morphett Mill, and I was able to find there's tons of plants in there. I got 3 raspberry bushes for a £5, so I got 4 of them with 2 rose bushes, 2 climbing roses which we're going to put in. So altogether I got 6, so a tenner for the 6. So looking forward to planting them and seeing this survive. So seeing these in the market where we are, we just stopped off. 3 for a £5, I've got 6 altogether, different ones. 4 raspberries and 2 roses. Okay, so as you've possibly seen, I've been away on holiday in Scotland, in Canusty up by Aviemore, and on the way up there I noticed these roses for sale in a place called Moffat, just as you get into Scotland, and I couldn't believe the price. 3 of them for a £5. So I mixed them a bit. I got 2 separate roses, Paul Scarlet and a Golden Rain, which I'm going to put down there today. I also got 4 bushes of raspberry bushes. So between, obviously got 6, so it cost me £10 for 6 plants, 4 raspberry bushes and 2 climbing roses. So what I've done this morning is I've taken them out and they've been soaking in water for nearly 3 hours. So we're going to go down there now and well, what I'll do first, I think I'll mix a little bit of compost first with the leaf mould my compost I've made, and a bit of bone meal in, and put that into the holes I want to dig, and then plant them in. Yeah. Right, so I'm going to do a mixture of my own compost. This is good stuff. This is rotted June last year. I finished this, so you can see what it's like. It's really good. So I'll make a mixture of this. I'll do with that. Okay, and a mixture of my leaf mould. So I'm going to mix all that up, put a bit of bone meal in, and this will go on the bottom of each hole that I dig for the plants. Right, so I'm going to put my 2 climbing roses here, on this end here. I'm going to put the Paul Scarlet first. I'll put the Paul Scarlet about here, and I'll put the Golden Rain about here. Build the trellis up and take it over to the shed. So I'll dig a little hole here to do that one in first. As I say, I've been soaking these for quite a while now, for nearly 3 hours. Yeah, the roots are well soaked on there. So I'm going to put a mixture of what I've done, my leaf mould and my compost, stick all of that on the bottom. Spread the roots out. They look quite healthy, the roots actually, which I'm quite pleased about. And with roses, you've got to keep the crown just above the ground. Put a little bit more of that in. Firm it in. One there. I'm going to put one in the corner here. Okay. So second hole dug. More of my compost in there. Wrapping off it. The roots out. Goes back on. It's pretty cold today. It's the what date is it, Nate?
27th.
27th today. So that's me two rows, and what I'm actually going to do with this, I'm going to put this back down to keep the ground, hopefully, a little bit warmer around the roots. Let them grow up through there. So I don't have to build the arch yet, or the trellis yet, but that'll be going up there and across to the shed. So I'm looking forward to a nice display of roses, possibly this year or next year. Right, what we do now is we move around here. I've already made this bed here. Got 4. 1, 2. So 2. 3, 4. So I'm going to get them in the ground there. So these are my raspberry bushes, as I said. So I'm going to get these in. I done these last year, and unfortunately they died back on me because I think this ground's too waterlogged, and this is why I've built this up like this. So I'll put one in here. I'll mix a bit of my own, as I say. Compost in. It has got a root system on it, you can just see it there. So I'm going to get that in there. Push it down well. There's one in there. Move along. Do the second one. Now, I won't bore you with carrying on doing this, so I'll talk to you later on. Okay, so they're the 4 in. I've now got my 4 raspberry bushes in. So I'll keep my fingers crossed that these take this year. More than likely won't, because they're damn so cheap than the ones I bought last year. I paid £4.50 for one last year. As I've said, for 3 of them I paid a £5. I put that with another 2, the other 2 rows, and I got them 3 for a £5, so that's not bad, is it? In all honesty. 5, what would you say, 5, 6, 7? £6.50 for the 4 of them, basically. So I'm pleased with that. That's providing these take, obviously. Sunday the 28th. I've decided it's a miserable day today. I'm going to attempt to start some of my chilli seeds off. My Cheyenne, my Apache and my Scotch bonnet. And what I've done is, you get these little containers with the cakes. I forget what they're called now, Bakewell tarts or whatever they are, sort of what's names. And I put 3 holes in the bottom, I burnt 3 holes in the bottom, put my compost in, sprayed them, and these are meat trays that the wife gets meat in. And I thought, put 2 of them together, and I can make myself a little propagator just to put outside there in the conservatory. I'm just going to give that a go and see if it works anyway. So I'll get the seeds, put them in, and then put them in the conservatory. Okay, these are my Cheyenne chilies. I'll put them in here so I can see them. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a try. I'm going to put 3 in each pot. I'm only going to do 3 of the Cheyenne. One of the best of seeds, I think. So there's my Cheyenne. Now what I've got to do now, obviously, I'll go and get myself a little label to put on it so I know which one's which. I'll put these back in here and just see how they go. See if I get anything from them. Okay, so I've done them, and as you can see, I put the 4 little pots inside here, all labelled up, and I put that on there. And plus, this room's used of an evening, so it's going to get the extra light to give it, you know, enough light to germinate, hopefully. And the radiator's underneath here, which is warm, so they should be fine there. 8th of January, and the reason I keep repeating myself on the dates is, so when I look back myself, I know when this was done. These are my gooseberry bushes now. I dug down, raised them up, and filled them up with compost, which I got from that heap there. That was just a rubbish. It was already here when I got here. There was all sorts of rubbish in, but I've been sifting through it as I've been getting the soil out, and I've made use of it. I've also put a bit of cow manure around them. So that's that bed finished. I'm pleased with that, because them gooseberries now must be near enough the 5th time they've moved to different places. So this is definitely the last time. So I'm just hoping as they survive the move. This bed here, again, I've been using that from there and filling this up. I've got a lot more to put in yet, but I've had enough for today, to be honest with you, because we've been here a good few hours now. We've been here about 3 hours now. The weather, believe it or not, is now actually starting to brighten up. Can't believe it. But we've got a fire going down there. We'll let that finish, and then we'll head off home. We might have a cuppa now, I think. That's what we'll have, Nate, eh?
Yep.